Hi, welcome to AllBrands After Hours with me, your host, Courtney Douthat. Welcome to the show where we hang out and craft together. Today we're using our Brother ScanNCut to get ready for Valentine's Day. Let's do this. So our first project is rhinestones. Your Brother ScanNCut can do rhinestones like that, and it is fantastic. But wait, Courtney, didn't Brother discontinue the rhinestone kit? Yes, they did, and it broke my heart. But I can show you how to get around that. Now, you can buy rhinestone designs online, Etsy, and tons of different places. If you have an SDX 330, there are rhinestone designs built into your machine. So let's jump in and see what our rhinestone designs look like. Alrighty, so I'm going to select pattern, and this is if you're on a 330 machine. So I'm going to go to Mickey Mouse here. And if you notice these two right here, these two categories, they're little bitty circles. Those are actually rhinestone designs. So I'm going to select this one. And now we have a Mickey and a Minnie and a Love. So I'm actually going for that Love one today. But I did want to show you the other design. So if I go back and go to the crown, it's a rhinestone crown. Now, Courtney, what makes this a rhinestone design? It's actually little bitty circles. So if I select the Love right here and hit set or hit OK, itty bitty little circles that they cut out to actually be able to pour our rhinestones on. It flips them all the correct way, and then we can put them on whatever we like. So I've got that there. I'm going to go ahead and hit OK and set, and now it sets it on my mat. Now, if I was to select the design, if you notice, it selects all in one part instead of individually every single circle. Now, something to note with the rhinestone designs is, unfortunately, you cannot resize them. Because if we resize them, then the rhinestones won't fit in them, and it will be too large, so the circles would be too large. So I'm going to go ahead, and I'm going to hit OK. Please select, and I want to cut. Now, to be able to cut out this rhinestone design, I am using my black auto blade right here to be able to cut that out. Now, Courtney, you told me what blade and what design, but what am I cutting out to be able to put on there? Now, when you had the rhinestone kit, there was a thing called flocking. It was black and it was fuzzy. And I actually have a bit of it right here. So this is flocking, and it used to cut out the holes, itty bitty, like this, to be able to drop your rhinestones in there. But Courtney, what if I don't have the flocking material that you have right here? Well, that makes two of us because I ran out of it. So I was thinking about it, and honestly, all it was that sticky backing to be able to put it on like a piece of cardboard to be able to reuse it. So if I'm not worried about that, I'm just going to use a piece of cardstock here and have it be my template. So I'm just going to drop it in like this. Now, usually with cardstock, I do recommend to use a blue low-tack mat, but the purple mat has seen better days, but also it's a really good quality cardstock, so I know it's going to do just fine and not tear up on the mat. All right, I'm gonna load it in. Alrighty, and then hit start. All right, so it says it's gonna take about 8 minutes to cut out, but think about it. It's a bunch of little bitty circles. It would take me a lot longer. Honestly, I probably couldn't cut out a bunch of little bitty circles with some scissors. There's no way. So I don't mind waiting 8 minutes. And again, you only have to do this one time, and then you have a template that you can reuse over and over again with your rhinestones. All right, she's done. Man knows. Oh my goodness. Okay, you cannot see from that far. But it looks so good. Okay, focus. All right, so we have two different options that we can do right now. In my opinion, there's only one option that you can do right now. Now, you could pick out every single little circle bit by bit and try to keep it on your mat and then pour the rhinestones there. I'm not doing that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the paper off. Okay, I do have the little bitty circles on my mat, but I will worry about that another day, another time. That is future Courtney's problem. All I have to do is hit it with some Totally Awesome, and it comes right off. But anyways, so now I have my perfect little cuts. So good. It's so good. So now I have my template. Now, 1000% up to you. If you want to back it with another piece of cardstock, you absolutely could. I'm just going to leave it on my table like this and then pour my rhinestones and not shift it. If you want to tape it to the table, again, 100% up to you. But now I just made a rhinestone template that I don't have to keep cutting out, keeping out. I have it already. It's great. All right, she did a fantastic job cutting out all my little bitty circles. How wild is that? Again, no way I could do that by hand, so thank you, machine. All right, so I am going to just lightly take down the corners of it, because if you notice that L is kind of like sticking up because I just ripped it off of there. So I'm just gonna go like that. And then that way it's flat. And when I'm moving rhinestones in there and I'm doing things, it doesn't move. So there we go. All right, so I have some rhinestones here. Do I remember the size of them? No, it's the smaller ones. And what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna start pouring rhinestones all over this. Now the rhinestone kit was fantastic because it gave us this really cute little brush. The brush had a little soft end on it, and what it did, we flipped them so they were right sides up. You see that? And they were fantastic, and we loved it. So do see if you can find something similar. I'm so sorry. Brother, please bring back the rhinestone kit. We absolutely loved it. It was a fantastic kit. Please bring it back. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move my rhinestones around like this. And just so they start dropping. If you notice some of them are starting to drop, like over here in the Mickey, are starting to drop in the same area, or the correct area. And they are right sides up. So I'm just going to keep doing this, shuffling them around so they drop into the correct area. And again, face side up. How awesome is that? Oh, okay. I got the Mickey done. That was cute. There are like 2 little ones that I just like nudged in there. But I appreciate not having to do with them all. So thank you, little brush thingy. You could probably do this with a makeup brush, now that I'm thinking about it. If you've tried that, let me know it in the comments, because now I'm curious. Okay. So now in some of them, I'm just gonna comb out the ones that are not being used so I can see where I'm missing some. So like right here on this little E, there's an extra one, but there's a spot right there. Boop, good. All right, and noticing a few little spots here. I'm gonna push that one in there and just help her just a little bit. So, yeah. This is kind of therapeutic, I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually really enjoying this. There we go. All right, so the Mickey head and the E are done. Just gonna do my last little letters over here, and then that's it. All right, I'm pushing all the rhinestones off that are kind of loose. That way I can see what am I working with. Oh, it's so good. Okay. Now there is a little tool, like a little rhinestone tool that came in the kit that picks them up individually, but I've always noticed that I just grab my nail and then scoot them around, and that works out well too. But I do have the little tool, and they do sell the tool like online and stuff like that, similar, but I feel like it does a majority of them, and I don't mind just like pushing the last little bits in with my finger again. So, but if you prefer the tool, there is a little tool that does pick them up individually. All right, this is what the tool looks like. I went ahead and grabbed it to see, is it easier just doing it with my hands, or is it nice having the tool? I mean, it's not nice to have the tool, but like, I feel like I wasn't having too many issues just doing it with my finger. I guess if you were doing a very big design and it was very tedious, then yeah, having the tool would be great. And it's just like a little foamy bit like that. It's nothing crazy. So yeah, if you're doing a large design, maybe get that, but I don't mind it. I actually find it kind of fun to do it that way. All right, I think this is the last one. Okay, y'all check me. I know the like light shines on there, so it's like hard to see, but I'm gonna look. All right, E looks good, Mickey looks good, the V looks good, the L looks good. All right, we are good. Ooh, I almost didn't have that one flipped. All right, we'll switch that one. And now these are rhinestones that have a heated back to them, so they're actually just going to iron down on a shirt, which is going to be fantastic. So I'm going to pull the rest of the rhinestones away, go ahead, put them back in their little baggie so I can reuse them and I'm not wasting any rhinestones. I've seen some people do this in like a tray because they're worried that the rhinestones are going to go on the floor, but I have a pretty big table, so it's going to take a while for it to want to go off the end. But if you wanted to do it in a tray, so that way you know that you're not accidentally dropping any of your rhinestones, you absolutely can do that. This one just wanted to take a run for it. So she looks fantastic. I'm looking again, making sure I didn't miss anything, and she looks great. Now, Courtney, how do we get these rhinestones onto a shirt? Now, what I recommend to do is actually take some transfer. There was a transfer that came in the kit that was heat tolerant that you could use, but I haven't noticed any issue with just using the regular transfer. Now, there is a way that I do that. So let's go ahead and we're going to take the transfer. If you're familiar with doing pressure sensitive vinyl, then you're used to this kind of transfer. Now, this does not label that it's heat protectant. It does not say that it's supposed to, but again, I'm Courtney, I do what I want, and I haven't noticed any issues. All right, so we're gonna take that up that sticky side down, and we're just going to lay that right on top of our rhinestone design, like that. All right, so we're just gonna make sure, just rub my finger all on the letters, so that way, whenever I pull this transfer up, the rhinestones go with it and they stay in order. All right, so I'm just going to run my fingers over, making sure that every single one of them is getting onto that sticky transfer, because I want it to stay where it is, because I don't want anything to go out of line and then it's not gonna look like it says what I want. So if you have one that doesn't accidentally go over, that's okay, but we want the majority to go over. All right, so I feel like it's good. Usually what I tell you is to go really slowly in one area to make sure that it's coming off, and mine is coming off. Beautiful. Every single one came off beautifully. Now I'm gonna leave this right here and I'm gonna go ahead and get my material ready. All right, so right here, I'm gonna move all my stuff. Right here, I'm going to put my wool mat. You know I love using my wool mat, but you're ironing, whatever you're gonna iron on, your ironing board. And I'm gonna take the shirt that I wanna transfer over to with my rhinestones, and I'm going to take my iron, and I'm gonna go ahead and start heating up the shirt. So I'm gonna iron it wherever I wanna transfer that onto, and I'm just heating it up, because in my head, I want to heat up the back of the glue that's on the back of these rhinestones. Well, if I'm heating it up to something like this shirt right here, heating up the actual material that it's going to go on is never a bad thing. It kind of gets it ready to reactivate that glue on the back. All right, it's feeling good, it's feeling hot. If you've ever heated down to a red shirt, you might notice a little bit of a casting, like a red casting. That's totally normal. Do not worry. All right, I'm going to take my rhinestone design very carefully, because we don't want any rhinestones popping off, and we're going to put it wherever it is that we want to put it on the shirt, like this. Make sure it's lined up good. Okay, I'm just going to kind of pat it down. All right, so there's our shirt. How amazing is this? So it's right where I want it to be. Now again, this transfer does not say that it is okay to put things onto, like an iron directly onto it. So usually what I do is I'll put a piece of extra fabric and I'll put it in between that and my iron. And I'm gonna go ahead and take my iron and in shifts or in sections, heat up the back of that glue. Just make sure you look at the packaging of it to make sure that they're heat set iron. They're heat set rhinestones. All right. Again, I'm just working in areas, just heating up those rhinestones. Now I usually do this once the rhinestones are pretty okay being on there, then I'll peel off this clear backing or this clear transfer, and then I'll do it again just to heat them up a little bit more. It's kind of like doing regular vinyl. All right, so let's check it. Ooh, you see it's how frizzled up? Okay, so a lot of them are staying, but I am seeing a few that aren't. So I'm gonna set that back down, and you notice it came off. It did not hurt my shirt. But I'm pretty sure if I stuck that iron right to that plastic, it would not like it. So, all right, we're going to go in sections again, just because it was a pretty big design. And again, if your machine does not have rhinestone designs on them, you can buy them online and then send them over to your machine wirelessly or through the USB. So you are able to do rhinestones, even if you didn't get your hands on the rhinestone kit or you don't have a 330 ScanNCut. All right, let's see. Oh, that's so good. All right, everything's coming out beautifully. Ooh, we got some at the top. All right, so I'm gonna lay her back down. If you want to pull it off and do those by hand, sure, but I don't want to do that. I really don't want to do anything by hand if I do not have to. So again, I'm just going to hold it, and what I'm doing is I'm applying pressure down on the rhinestones. I don't want to do an ironing motion like back and forth because I don't want to move any rhinestones. So whenever I am moving, I'm just picking it up a little bit and then bringing it over to the other area. Someone asked me what iron I've been using on the show. This one is the Lisso M3 Pro. I really like this one. It's just a small compact iron, and I like that it has the point and it has a light, which is just fun in general. So I really do like this one. And then I always use my wool mats from Dime. That is my dream team. Now while I'm doing this, I have steam completely turned off. I do not want to have steam for this. It does not need it. I just want the high heat. All right, see? We're gonna go slow. Oh yeah, look, those rhinestones stayed on. Here we go. Beautiful. Oh, I say that, right at the end. All right, I'm gonna put it back down, line it up. There we go. And just heat up that one little section. Okay, let's see. Boom. Okay, so this is done for. We're gonna throw that away. Fantastic. This is so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna set it one more time because I want them to be able to wash it, everything when they're wearing the shirt. But how quick and easy was that? It's so much fun. I love doing rhinestone designs on my ScanNCut because it can cut out those little bitty circles, and it does it in a fantastic job. And again, you don't have to have that special flocking and all of that extra stuff that used to come with the kit. Yes, it was nice, and yes, it did make it a little bit easier, but you can get around it. So if you didn't get the kit, don't worry. You're still able to do rhinestones with your ScanNCut. Now, Courtney, but what if I find the kit from someone? If you can, sure, yeah, go for it. It unlocked extra things in Canvas Workspace that you can make your own rhinestone designs, which was fantastic, which makes me really wish Brother would come out with one. There is a Dime one that I've seen a lot of people suggest, and I'll pop that on the screen, and we'll make sure to link everything. Guys, when I use something like this Lisso iron, it's all linked in the description. I don't want to make you guys have to search for things. Do not worry. I've got you. It's all linked down below. All right, there it goes. How awesome. It came out so good. Oh, that's cute. That is really cute. So this is going to be my son's shirt for Valentine's at school for his Valentine's Day party. And that way it's rhinestones, it's fun, but it's not like super girly. So I feel like he's going to absolutely adore this, and it shines so well, and I can wash it and keep reusing it. So it goes to my son John, and then it can go down to my son Alexander, and we keep using this. How amazing. So our next project is not only going to be cutting, but drawing. So you're gonna help me make my kids' Valentine's Day project. You didn't know I'm putting you to work today. So let's jump in our machine, and I'm gonna make this project from scratch. All right, so we're going to go to pattern. Now, Courtney, is there a built-in pattern that you're gonna use? Yes and no. So I'm gonna come to this, to the shapes, and I'm going to select this design right here. It's just a little square. Now I am going to lock that square because right now it is a regular square, but I want it a little bit longer. So I'm going to change that height until we get here and hit OK and set that down on my mat. And that is perfect for what I want to do. All right, so I'm going to hit Add, Pattern, and then I'm going to go to my fonts. Now, this is going to sound really confusing, but we're actually going to make Tic Tac Toe boards. So I want them to say Happy Valentine's Day and have a Tic Tac Toe board. So I'm going to come here to a font and type in Happy space Valentine's. There we go. Okay, if you want to get to those special characters, they're just right there. Alrighty, Valentine's, space, and day. Okay, fantastic. Hit set. Perfect. Now, Courtney, that's a lot bigger than that. If you select it, edit, object edit, we can shrink it down. can put it over there, and then that way we can kind of see where we need to lessen it. So I think the height's good, but I want to change that width. So I locked it right there. Because your ScanNCut does want to resize like breathing. Ooh, let me grab it. But you can tell it to do other. Now, if you found it hard to select things now that I've made them this small, you can come to the select tool over here and then to here to move it that way if you want to. And you can, of course, zoom in if you want to do that. All right, fantastic, love that. Now, you do have alignment tools. If you wanted to use the alignment tools, we select everything, object edit, and your alignment tools are right here. So I could tell it, hey, there we go, and it moved it over. Hit OK? Fantastic. So we have that, works beautifully. And I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. OK again, add, pattern. Come here. There are drawing ones actually built into the machine. And I like to select things. They're just like little lines. And then you could come build your own if you wanted to do it that way. There you go. I'm going to hit edit, object edit, and I'm going to multiply that. Oh, I need one more. There we go. And then I can actually rotate these 90 degrees. Rotate another one of them 90 degrees. There we go. Hit OK. And again, if you're finding it hard to select those minor things, you can do the select tool and then do it that way and move it with these move it tools. So I'm going to hit OK, and I am going to use the select tool to get what I want selected, like this one, and then use the move it tool to move it over. And again, you can zoom in if you want to zoom in. So you can zoom up to 200 or 400. And these right here change what you're looking at. These actually move what you're doing. So I'm going to bring that one up. I'm actually going to bring it up pretty good. Okay, and then hit OK. Go back to my selector ones. Till I get the one I'm wanting, zoom in, move it up. And again, zoom in to 400 if I want to. Perfect. All right. Okay. Okay, hit OK, select. How cute is that? Okay, I'm gonna hit OK. Now I'm gonna zoom in just so you guys can kind of see it a little bit better. But like, how stinking cute is that? It's a little Tic Tac Toe Board that it's gonna draw on there for us. All right, so I'm gonna hit OK. Now you can put any other saying or to and from your child's name. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually make a little thing that they can just tape some crayons down to the bottom. Now I could cut out little bitty circles, so I could cut out 2 little C's on both sides, or you could just tape them on there. Taping them on there is so much easier. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hit save to my machine, so that way I have this design. Now, when I'm actually making these for my son, I'm gonna fill up the whole page with these so I can knock out a bunch at a time because he's got a lot of kids in his class. I'll probably use the 12 by 20 format, let's be honest. Alrighty, now, to do this part, I'm gonna go ahead and delete out the outside part because I just wanna do the drawing to start with because this is all gonna be drawn. So we're gonna hit OK. OK again, please select, and I want to draw. Now your ScanNCut does come with a drawing tool that you can absolutely use, and usually it comes with the purple air soluble and blue water soluble pens, but they do have the pens that are just the different colors. Or you could get the universal pen holder and use whatever pens you would like. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to open up the back of my pen holder like this, take my black, drop that in there like that, and then slot it in where you usually would put a cutting device. I'm gonna put a drawing device. All right, so I have my cardstock here, and I'm gonna do a bunch of different colors, but I'm gonna start off with this really pretty pink. Put that on there. Now, again, I do recommend using a low tack mat this particular sander mat I'm using has seen better days. All right, everything looks great. Let's hit start. All right, now what it's going to do is it's going to come down and start drawing. How crazy is this? So good. But think of those little bitty words, like I would never do that by hand. One, my handwriting, terrible. Trust me. Now, while she's drawing out, I want to announce something really amazing that I have not announced on the show yet. AllBrands Academy is now live. If you've never been to AllBrands Academy before, it is an event that we do, and it is so much fun. It is a 2-day event, hands-on, together with me and some really other amazing educators like Barbara Goldcorn, which I'm so excited, and Jerry Granado on the first weekend. So first weekend we have Jerry Granado, and the second weekend we have Jane Olson. If you have not heard of them, they are a fantastic National Brother educators that we have coming into our location. So this event is in San Antonio. That we have 2 different weekends to choose from, because last time you guys sold out the first weekend within a week, and we could not do that to you guys this time. So we are doing back-to-back weekends. They are the same event. So I do tell people, just pick a weekend, which whenever you prefer, and come out and hang out with us. We're going to be doing amazing techniques that some of you maybe have never even tried, but it's fantastic. Like I said, it's an in-person event that is going to be so much fun. You get to create really amazing things, bond with your other people in your class, and we do giveaways, raffles, and it's so much fun. So if you have not signed up for AllBrands Academy, make sure you do if you want to come, because spots are filling up fast, and we want to make sure we get to meet you in person, and that I get to see you in person, and you get to come take my class, and we get to have so much fun together. So make sure you sign up. I'll have it linked down below. I hope to see you there. Oh, she's done. That is so good. Let me show you guys up close. Okay, I don't want to take it off my mat because I need it to cut. I want you guys to see how crazy amazing is that. Okay, I could have done my lines a little bit better lined up, but you know what? She looks good. Okay, so I'm going to put that to the side right now. I'm going to hit OK, and then I'm actually going to come home. I know, no place like home. And we're going to go to our saved, which is retrieve data from our machine where we saved our design. Come down to the bottom. There she is. So that way when I put it back in, it's all in the same spot. I know. So we're going to hit OK. All right, so everything looks great on there. So I'm going to actually keep it on the screen. You could add little bitty slits and have the machine cut them out to put the crayons, but I'm just going to tape mine on there, okay? I think it's easier. So there we go. All right, so I'm going to delete out everything inside. Now, I can select everything and then delete it out, but let me show you an easy way. So if you come to the grouping tools, select everything like that, and then unselect the outside, and then look, I can delete out everything inside with just a click of a button. Hit O trash, hit OK, and now it's ready to cut that out. So I'm gonna reload my mat, and I haven't taken anything off of my mat. So it's in the same position it was earlier. Okay, hit OK, and you could scan it. If you want to scan it in to make sure, you could scan it and it would show you the words and everything in there. I might do that just to show off. That's it, scan. So I'm just showing off at this point. But I can scan it in if I wanted to. But now again, when I do these for real for my son, now I'm keeping this one and giving it to a student. But when I do this for real, I'm just going to have a big mat with a huge piece of cardstock, and I'm just going to be doing a ton of these at once. Okay, so the scan's a little light because I have my scans lightened, but if I hit the wrench icon, I can darken it so you guys can see it a little bit better. All right, now it looks pretty on the nose. It really does. If you ever notice a little white border around your scan, it's fine. It is actually to the edge. You're good. All right, everything looks great, but if I did want to move it, I could now. So say if I wanted to move that design, I can move it over. And if that makes me happier, then we're good. All right, everything's all good? Okay, please select, and we want to cut. Now to be able to cut out this cardstock, I am going to use my black auto blade right here. It is fantastic for cutting out paper. And I am going to be good and remember to take my pen out and put my top back on it so it does not dry out. All right, now half cut is on because I did vinyl, so I'm going to hit the wrench icon, scroll down one, turn half cut off, hit OK. And she's ready to go. Let's hit start. All right, here it comes. It's going to go around and then do this really cool scallop around my design. Alrighty, let's unload. I feel like it just wants to pop off. Okay. I should be more careful with this and use the spatula tool, but I don't want to. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. I'll show you on the up close cam. How cute is that? Okay, I could have brought that over a little bit more. In hindsight, maybe I should, but you know what? Now I'm thinking maybe I put a crayon on here and a crayon down here. Was that a happy accident? Because what if both crayons don't want to fit right here? Okay, then I could do that. So I should have moved it over, but honestly, that is pretty cute. And this is a simple, easy Valentine. And again, I could have made it a little bit larger and put the to and from, or at least the from, so from Alexander. This is such a fun and easy way to make a Valentine. All you would need is cardstock, which we know we all got, and a thing of crayons. You could get a big thing of crayons and then just do these. And what a fun Valentine's. That's not just candy. It's something fun and creative and crafty that they can do. All right, and I'm not done making shirts. I want to make another shirt with this little white one right here. How cute. And I am going to use a design in the machine, but we're going to be doing heat transfer vinyl. I see that I have a lot of people that are new to ScanNCut, so I thought I'd bring it on back to do a classic, simple heat transfer vinyl shirt. So let's jump in the machine and grab a design. Now, of course, this is a reminder that you don't just have to use the designs in the machine. You can purchase them anywhere and bring them in the machine. And we have ScanNCuts, which means we could scan anything we want into the machine and then have it cut out, have it do whatever we like. So I'm gonna go to pattern. And I'm gonna go to Mickey Mouse one more time because I do love the Disney designs. Come to Mickey. So if I come down here, there are actually little Mickey hands that do the hearts, which I think is so cute. But I think I'm going to select Mickey and Minnie here. I think that would be cute, and they're doing the little heart with their hands. Like, how cute. Now I'm gonna resize this, but Courtney, I heard you can't resize Disney designs. Well, you can't usually in bordering machines. Even the Brother ones, they are licensed. Usually you cannot resize those. But ScanNCut got special permission that you can resize the designs in the ScanNCut. How awesome is that? So I'm going to shrink this design because my shirt is not that wide. So I want to keep it around the 9.5 for the width. There we go. Hit OK. Fantastic. Now, if you notice, they split them up. So if you want to have Mickey out of one color, Minnie out of another color, you could absolutely do that. But I'm just going to select both of them and cut them out together. Fantastic. Now everything is grouped, which I want it to be grouped when it's coming on over. So this is great for me. Hit set. There they are. How awesome is that? All right, so I'm going to hit OK. Please select, and I want to cut. Now to be able to cut out this vinyl, I am using the vinyl blade, which is your light blue blade. And as I always remind you, no, this does not come with any of the machines. It is available separately in a kit. So I'm going to use that. If you do not have that blade, you could use your black auto blade. The blue one just does it better for more intricate designs. I just like it. All right, so let's get our mat ready. I've got some really pretty glittery pink vinyl and a purple standard mat. Gonna lay that on there. And I am putting shiny side down on there. Courtney, why are we doing shiny side down? Because, ooh, this is a new mat. I told you I was gonna get myself some new mats. Ooh. Because the back part is actually the glue of your vinyl, and that's what we want to cut out, and we're going to be doing a half cut that only cuts through half of it, and so it keeps that transfer sheet like how we did on the Rhinestones. It has a built-in transfer sheet, so we don't want to cut through that, so we only want it to cut through halfway, and we got to make sure it cuts through the actual vinyl, not that front transfer sheet. All right, so let's load it in. I'm so glad to have a few new mats. But you know, I make a mat live for as long as I possibly can. Fantastic. Now, we did talk about half cut, so I'm going to hit that wrench icon, scroll down one, turn half cut on. All right, so half cut is on. Let's hit OK and start. So she's going to come over, test where that second part of that vinyl starts and not want to cut through that transfer. It makes it so much easier. It's fantastic. But Courtney, you didn't tell it you were doing vinyl. You just told it to do a half cut. How does it know that? Because she's a smart little girl and we have an auto blade. Auto blade technology is amazing and it's going to detect when that other part starts. Now, you might sometimes get a bit of scoring through that transfer, but it's not too bad. Honestly, I don't mind it. All right, now while she's cutting out, I'm gonna go ahead and get this ready and put my shirt over here on my mat. And I'm gonna do the same thing I did for my Rhinestones once I'm done cutting this out and weeding it out, which is heating up the shirt itself to kind of get that shirt ready to activate that glue and kind of heat it up. It's just a little trick that I've noticed and it served me pretty well. Alrighty, so she's done. I'm gonna go ahead and unload her. And if you want to weed the vinyl on here, you absolutely can. It is 100% up to you which one you prefer. I am just gonna go ahead and take it off. She's a new mat. All right, fantastic. Now, I could have put a weeding box around it, but I would have had to pull it away from the edges, and that would have been fine, but I didn't, and I didn't feel like it. So I'm going to put my cover back on that brand new mat. Usually what I do when I'm weeding out some vinyl is I'll come to the corner over here and where I know my design is not, and I'll start pulling from that corner to where I know the design is, and then it kind of like pops out, which is fantastic. So I'm gonna pull, pull, pull. I am being gentle. All right. Oh, look how good it's, oh, with the eyelashes, are you kidding me? That's so good. This is probably one of my favorite things to weed is heat transfer vinyl. Glitter heat transfer vinyl. It's one of my favorite things to weed. It's so fun. It's so easy. And the designs just like pop out. Like, so good. All right, there we go. We got the big chunk of it all and it wants to stick to me. And now we do the fun part of getting all the inner little bits. Now, if you're like Courtney, I don't even see where it cut. I know, it did such a good cut, right? What you can do is you can actually bend it a little and you see how those pop out. And then I just come in with my fingers, boop, and pop them out. So I'm gonna come over, just boop. Now I know I did bring out my weeding tool. I don't feel like I need it. I feel like heat transfer vinyl heat transfer glitter vinyl, let me correct that, is so easy and chunky to get off that a lot of times I don't even use my picking tool. And I don't know why I feel the need to whisper about that, but I don't. I feel like it does good. Now, pressure sensitive vinyl, yeah, no, I pick out that picking tool. And a lot of other stuff, I will grab the picking tool, but man, it does such a good job. Look at that. And it didn't cut through my transfer, not a single bit. It did so good. All right, I think that is all Mickey's head done. I'm gonna come over to her body now and start pulling out little bits. Now, if you don't remember what parts to weed out or, you know, where everything is and the popping out trick isn't working for you, you can, of course, go back and look at the design on your machine screen, and that'll help you remember where everything is and what needs to come out where. There you go. But I'm kind of just going around and just, again, just popping up areas and seeing what's popping out. And I know that I'm not going to take out anything that's right next to each other, so then that must be the part that I take out. I love doing this. This is probably one of my favorite bits, okay? Come over to the hands. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, that's cute. That is so cute. Okay, fantastic. Oh, okay, I had to give you a little sneak peek. I had to. You gave me no choice. All right, let's weed out Mickey. Oh my gosh, there's even parts in his buttons. Oh, that's cute. Okay, detailed design, thank you. Yeah. How cute would these shirts be as couple shirts? Like if you were going to Disney and you did this as your couple shirt with like you and your husband or you and your partner, like How cute would that be? Oh, that's cute. My husband's watching this like, oh, she's about to make me do that next time we go to Disney. I'm already planning our next trip. Okay, now I'm gonna, oh, that's cute. All right, so we have our shirt here. I'm gonna go ahead and put the iron on her and just heat her all up nice and good. Do you have to do this? No, but do I notice it works for me pretty well? Yes. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. If you have a heat press, turn that heat press on and get that thing done. All right, there we go. Just gonna heat her up a little bit. All right, and we're gonna take our design and put it where we want it to be on our shirt. Bring it a little bit up. All right, I think that's where I want it. How cute is that? Oh, that's gonna be so good. I'm obsessed. I love this. All right, so again, I like to put a protective piece of cloth down because I do not want to put the iron to this plastic. Now, Courtney, I saw online that so-and-so has an iron that you can put straight to that plastic and it doesn't hurt it. You guys know my thoughts on that. If you've been watching the show for a bit, you know I always say, if that iron doesn't get it hot enough to ruin this plastic and get stuck to your iron, that it is not hot enough to heat that heat transfer vinyl and put it on that shirt where it's gonna last for a long time. So I always put a piece of cloth. I mean, this is just some scrap material. There are nice, proper pressing cloths that you can actually get, but I just put a piece of fabric down and heat it on up. So I'm applying pressure and high heat to activate the glue on the back of this vinyl, because remember, we did flip it over. So let me just pull this. So this actual back part that I peeled off, that white part, that's the glue. So this is the vinyl right here. That back part is the glue. I have so many little bits that I pulled off. This was a very intricate design. I really like this one. Oh my goodness, is that Mickey's face? That's hilarious. Oh my goodness, that is so funny. I love that. All right, so I'm just making my way around, heating it up. Again, if you have a heat press, fantastic. Okay, so I'm just gonna move this down and do the bottom part. Now, I usually heat it like this with the plastic on, and then once I peel this plastic off and the design stays on there, I heat it down again and give it one good final seal. And again, I usually put these things on my heat press that I have to give it one final seal, because I wanna make sure that they can wash it, they can dry it, and it doesn't peel up over time. All right, so there we go. Let's check her. All right, ooh, that's hot. Whoa, oh my goodness. Oh, okay, now if you notice that tail moved a little bit, he wasn't set down, so I'm just gonna lightly lay him down like that and then just go ahead and activate it. So I must have not been real good about going in that area, but everything else, whew, she's laying down beautifully. All right. Oh yeah, that looks so good. All right, so again, I'm going to go, now that we've peeled that plastic off, this is so cute. I'm gonna go back with that cloth, a piece of fabric, and I'm just gonna do it again, just like how I did. I just wanna seal it in. I wanna make sure that it's gonna last for me. This vinyl is Caesar Sizer, however you wanna say it. Heat transfer glitter vinyl, love it. I also like Starcraft vinyl. I've been loving Starcraft vinyl, been playing with a lot of that. So leave in the comments, what vinyl do you prefer? Is there a certain brand that you have worked with that you're like, man, this is fantastic? Let me know, because I am always looking for some good vinyl recommendations, and our friends watching this are also looking for some good vinyl recommendations. All right, let me go ahead and push it down. Oh, it came out so good. Oh, she's on there. That looks so good. Now again, you could have done this in 2 different colors because it did have it separated if you wanted to do that, but I kind of like the whole thing being this beautiful like pink glitter vinyl. It's gorgeous. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh, the shimmer. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that came out good. That came out so good. Oh, this vinyl is very glittery, very beautiful. All right, heat transfer vinyl, again, super easy to do in your machine. So if you are new to the ScanNCut, that's how you do heat transfer vinyl. Guys, it's so simple, and it does not have to be a Disney design. There are tons of awesome designs in the machines that you can grab out of, or bring in your own. You can absolutely do that with this one. That's good. I love these projects. Let me know down in the comments. I love seeing which one's your favorite. Is it the rhinestone shirt with the love? Love that. Oh, or is it the Valentine Tic Tac Toe? Let me know. Or is it our Mickey and Minnie shirt with the glitter vinyl, the heat transfer vinyl? I know I made 2 shirts, guys, but this is cute. And this one's going to my niece, and this one's going to my son. So I needed multiple, okay? Oh my goodness. Let me know down in the comments which one you like the most, and let me know which one you're making this Valentine's season. I've had so much fun. And don't forget that the Brother ScanNCut is available on our website, allbrands.com. Or if you go to any of our retail stores, we have 8 now. And not only do we have ScanNCuts, we have Avenir. We are fully stocked and ready for all of our Avenirs, multi-needles, notions, and everything else. We truly appreciate when you guys do purchase through us. I appreciate when you guys leave comments. I saw some of your comments, so thank you so much for giving me a shout out. I truly appreciate that. Thank you so much. That's what allows me to continue to keep doing this, is when you guys watch the videos and go and purchase on our website. Thank you so much. It's like a little pat on the back when you guys do purchase through us, and we know, oh man, they really do like these videos. We should keep doing this. So thank you guys so much for doing that. And don't forget that AllBrands Academy is open and signups are available if you want to come hang out with me in person, as well as tons of other awesome educators for a 2-day hands-on event. Again, we have 2 different weekends to choose from. That way we fit your schedule a little bit better. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because it's the easiest way to let us know that you guys want more of these videos. Y'all have a good night. Bye, y'all. Welcome to the show where we hang out and craft together. Today, I like how I had to redo the intro because I always do like this and I didn't do like this and it felt wrong. Alright. Alright, I think I got everything. I'm just gonna look over real quick, make sure I got everything, because once I heat it down, it's down. Alright, I think I got everything. I feel like you guys are gonna be screaming at me in the comments being like, you forgot a piece there. Alright guys, check me. Did I weed everything else? Did I weed everything out? Did I? I think I did. Alright, so you ready? How cute. Oh, I did in his eyes. You guys, you didn't tell me. Oh, we were about to have Mickey looking all crazy. Okay, there we go. Now we, oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so glad we caught that. Do this over a trash can. Things are flying everywhere. Okay. Courtney, just put Totally Awesome on it. Why am I fighting with this? There are little bitty yellow dots everywhere. I'm gonna be picking this out for a while. Okay. Well, I made my own confetti. That was easy. At least not whatnot. Is it the rhinestone shirt with love? Oh, or is it or is it the Valentine? I'm making one my size. I'm making both of them my size. Can I fit this? No.